exercises, strengthening, and stretching. So let me know if you have ever experienced any kind of pain around the shoulder, or maybe you were reaching up to grab something out of the cabinet and you were like all of a sudden like had a pain or something like that. So let me know, guys. It is the most common, one of the most common areas where people experience injury, whether it's through exercise or activities of just daily living. I mean, sometimes, hey there, what's going on? Sometimes it's just reaching back and to grab something out of the back seat of your car, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, I've done something to myself. So thanks for coming in, thanks for being here, and please download the HAPS app, guys. I'm Beth. Like I said, I'm over on HAPS. I've been in the fitness industry for about 22 years now, and I love to live stream and come on and show exercises, encourage people to move more, encourage people to achieve their ideal weight, and give you tips and tricks and strategies on how you can do that. So we're live on HAPS, but this is a multi-streaming platform. So feel free to say hi wherever you are coming in from, whether it's a Twitter, live on Instagram, Facebook at Beth River Fitness, and over on Periscope. So welcome. Thanks for being here. And let me know, guys. Okay, yeah. Thank you for saying it's a good topic. I appreciate it because I agree. Let's stand up, everybody, and let's just move our arms around a little bit. A lot of people have problems. I've even had some nagging shoulder issues here and there, and I'll do a little bit of the rehab and do some exercises, but sometimes I'm not, and then it feels better, and then I'm not consistent enough with it, and then it will come back. So we've got to really work on really being consistent, and so I'm dedicated to strengthen the left side. Just my left side is a little weaker just with the rotator cuff and stuff, I can tell. And you might have a weaker side too. We all do. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people do. Okay, so after crossing over and under and kind of just getting a little range of motion, go ahead and just raise one arm up and then bring it back down. And then do the same thing on the other side. Now just see, we're just kind of testing what your range of motion might be. So maybe you lift up to here, and as you come up to here, it starts to hurt. So just work within your pain-free range of motion right here by lifting the arms. And then let's also do that out to the side, okay? Out to the side, and you can kind of point your thumb up when you go out to the side and just see how you feel. Now, one thing you could do, there are a couple of tests that you could do to see if you're having a rotator cuff issue. And so one thing, if you have some kind of a wooden stick or dowel, this is a good, just kind of a little range of motion test. And hang in, guys, I'm going to be getting to the exercises quickly, but I just want to show you these. So let's say that my left shoulder is the one that kind of feels affected, possibly with a rotator cuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my right arm. Okay, my right arm is doing all the work, and my left arm is kind of just passive. And I'm going to push with the right arm and just see how far I can go with this range of motion and not have pain. All right, so again, some people might start feeling pain here, and especially as you come up. See, now right there is about it, and it gets a little tight, and so, but that's still pretty high. So like I said, I don't really have that bad of an issue. I just know that it's there, and if I don't go ahead and really do something, then so this one, and then of course you would do the other side, the same thing. So I'm not going to go, well, I'll do some of this. So again, now my right arm is passive, and then I'm just pushing up with my left arm, and then that's about it. But I feel the pull even over here, so again, working with range of motion, and then here's another one, the same type thing. I am letting my left arm just kind of be passive. I brought the bar or the wooden dowel to my side, and then I'm going to push up with my right arm and see, and then I'm trying to stay this way. I'm not rotating like that. I'm staying facing forward, and then I'm coming up, and just see if you start to have pain when you're going through the range of motion. You could have a rotator cuff issue, and the most commonly injured rotator cuff is the supraspinatus. So that's usually the one that people have an issue with. Now let's go to this other side, and I'll just show from this angle. And stay with me. Right after this one, I'm going to show you one you can do right now while you're sitting at home or watching online or watching the replay. Okay, so again, just kind of seeing if there's pain. And then on this one, I could go ahead and lift up higher, about right there, and then it gets tight, about right there. So, but just think, guys, there's all kinds of things. I mean, if you're playing any kind of sports, obviously, but think about when you reach back to grab your seatbelt to put it on, or like I said, you reach into the back seat of your car, or you're reaching around to grab something, or reaching up high just at home. Rotator cuff tears can happen, and so, you know, that's why I wanted to come on and kind of show you guys this, so you could do this stuff at home. All right, so let's take one arm. You're going to place it behind the back right here. So you can see I've got my palm facing you. So my palm is facing out. I'm not like this, you know, like that. Okay, I've got my palm, so right here. Now, you're probably going to feel some tightness right here, and that could be, again, tight rotator cuff. So you either, you know, need to stretch. So this is a stretch. If you feel a lot of pain here, it could be a little bit of a tear, but I'm going to show you some rehab exercises right now. So just hang in. I feel tighter on this side, so you can hold 30 seconds or more. So, and then come out of that slowly, because like this side feels really tight. So come out of that slowly, and then the other side doesn't feel as tight at all. I mean, so check yourself doing this one. You can see here too. And on this one, I can reach the hand. Look how I can work my hand up the back like this. And I can, you know, kind of, but I'll show you on the other side the difference, okay, in the range of motion. And so here is, you know, I feel a stretch, but it's not that bad at all. It's not anything like the other side. So let me come around again and just kind of shake that side out. Let me go back to the other side again, and I'm going to show you the difference. So this feels comfortable, okay? Now, if I try to start walking the hand up the back, well, I am getting it up there. I've been working on this, though, so maybe that's why. It's a little bit better already. See, these exercises work. So, but I'm still feeling, you know, right here, okay? All right, so left shoulder pops when you extend. Hey, Jeff, great to see you. Great to see you. You're okay. So when you extend into high extend, this is shoulder extension. This is shoulder hyperextension. This is shoulder flexion, and then this is shoulder abduction. So I'm not sure if you mean like maybe out to the side. So look, guys, the rotator cuffs are small muscles. I'm going to slowly come out of this one. Are small muscles that stabilize the shoulder joint. So there's 4. And so when your shoulder is not stable and you're, you know, maybe picking up a big weight, I mean, it can feel, you know, it's a ball and socket joint. So the shoulder joint. So it's really, that's why we have so many different ranges of motion, right? Like this, and then here all the way. So anytime a joint, unlike the elbow, that's more stable. It only flexes and extends at the elbow. And we can't go, you know, circumduction and all that. Okay, that's coming from the shoulder. So that just puts it at a more vulnerable place where you could experience some injury. So look, I'm going to show you first. You can do this even if you don't have a ball, because it's really best if you're like on a bed or a flat surface. But I wanted to be able to show it. I could get on my couch, but then I'd have to move the cameras and everything. So you would be flat on a table. So let's say a table, and you just be nice and comfortable here. And all you're going to do is you're going to take your thumb, and it's going to point forward or upward, and your palm is going to be down, and you're just going to, with your head down, you're just going to lift and lower this arm and try to squeeze this shoulder blade kind of in. This is a shoulder blade stabilizer because we want the shoulder blades to be stable, and then also work on stabilizing and strengthening the rotator cuff. Now, so high reps on that. I'm actually going to grab a weight and show you how you could do it with a light weight. So start with a can of beans. If you don't have a weight, start with a 1 pound or 2 pound or something like that, light. Now remember, you could be, if I was laying on the bed, then my whole body would be on the bed, and my arm would just be hanging off the bed, and my face would be down on the bed. And so I would go out and then down. So thumb is pointed up. I'm holding the weight. You don't have to even do this with a weight. If you are having, if you have a real tear or something really, it would probably hurt with the weight. So it just depends. But even if you have a little bit of a tear, going ahead and doing these exercises will work. If it's a full tear, then you need to have surgery and have it reattached or have an MRI. Okay, so you can see I'm kind of just, all I'm doing is lifting up, and then I'm kind of squeezing the shoulder blade back and down a little bit, and then come back down. Okay, so just high reps here. So this is the first strengthening exercise that we're doing. Okay, strengthening exercise. All the other things I've showed you so far were like range of motion. All right, so let's go ahead and move to the other side so I can show you that. Let me know if you have some questions so far. And thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it. Please feel free, download the HAPS app. If you're on Periscope, click the link in the bio and download the HAPS app. And I'd love for you guys to subscribe if you are interested in, or know you need to be interested in health and fitness, because I like to work with people that are, you know, also not even aware that they you know, can make improvements in their health, or not really thinking about it. So here we are again. I moved up to the 3 pound weight on this side, okay, because my left side is the one where it's weaker. So I'm going to start a little bit lighter right now. Eventually I'll move up to the 3 pound. And again, start with a can of beans if you don't have a weight, or no weight. So if I were no weight, it would just be like this. And remember, you can be on the ball like I am. Or you can be on the bed where you're totally relaxing. Your arm is hanging off the bed. And I recommend, guys, even if you don't have a shoulder issue, I recommend doing these or a few of them. I mean, there's several. I'm going to show you a handful today. But pick a couple to do every once in a while to keep it going. And you know, sometimes we tend to forget about these muscles. I'm going to do one more. Okay. All right. So there's that first exercise. Okay, that scapula stabilizer. This is a great exercise. Okay, yeah. So here's the next ones, guys. Now watch this one. Watch this one. So next we're going to, oh, I'm going to start with the 1 pound because definitely on this left side with this one. Now, let's see if I can get, I guess I'll just go back to the same position because it's not really bothering me. So you'd be on the bed again, okay, or in the position I'm in because I don't want to go, I mean, I could get on this couch back here, but you won't be able to see. So this one is, the thumb is pointing towards the ball. I'm going to go ahead and use the weight. I'm going to pull up, and then I'm going to rotate, external rotation, and then down, and then back up. So let me turn this way so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to pull up with the elbow out, thumb is pointing in, then I do the rotation. Now right there, everybody's going to have a different degree of range of motion right here. Okay, because that's an external rotation with the shoulder abduction. So it's, you know, a little harder. So I'm going to get 10. So this is 3, 4, 5, and again, you can do this with no weight. 6, right there, guys. I mean, I feel it's not, I mean, I can feel it because it's not real strong. 7, 8. So you just pull up to 90 degrees, flip the arm up, palm is down now. 9. I'm going to do one more on this side. 10. Okay. I've already gone through one set of these earlier. Rotator surgery in the workforce is extremely, yes. Oh my gosh. Hey, Miriam. Yes, no, it's very useful, guys. And again, this helps to that one helps to stabilize the scapula as well, and you're getting that external rotation in. So important. And Jeff is right. A lot of people that have rotator cuff surgery or injuries are just, it's from their job or repetition of their job or whatever they're doing all day. And, you know, and you just end up injured. And sometimes you don't even know how it became that way. So let's move on. So now I'm going to use the heavier weight again, and then there's the range of motion. So I can tell you that just since I've been stretching and doing these a couple of days, and you should do these every day, okay? If you're really trying to repair and strengthen and recover. Now, if you're trying to just prehab, you don't have any injuries, but you're trying to prevent injury, try to work at least some rotator cuff exercises in every week, and shoulder stabilizing exercises. But if you're trying to do rehab and repair something, then, you know, trying to get these daily and maybe even twice a day. So, right. So again, thumb is in, pull up, rotate. So we pull up at 90 degrees, external rotation, hold, down, drop, up. All right, I'm going to just get 3 more. I didn't count on this side. 3, 2, and remember, you can be on a table or the bed, but you can't be on the floor because you've got to be able to pull, you know, pull up here and then do the rotation. There's some other ways to do that one. A lot of times you'll see people maybe sitting at the table and doing like this. You know what I mean? That. But I can tell you right now, this one isn't near as effective as the one I was just doing. Because, I mean, I could sit here and do this all day. I don't even feel so, you know, so the other one is better. Okay, so, yeah, and in sports, people can get injured like crazy. Rotator cuff is a main injury for any kind of ball throwing. Now, next, you're going to want to have some kind of therapy band. It can be one of those long bands that's flat. I really like these bands for everything I do, and even for the rehab exercises. So, one you will want to do that I've shown many times, I'm not going to do today, is the rowing. Just, pulling back and rowing, where you have the band around something or a door attachment and you do a row. But then the next one you're going to want to do is called Scaption, and you're going to put your band down. You're going to stand on the band with both feet, and then you decide, how tight that you want the band to be, and your thumb is pointed up. So I'm not going to use the handle. I mean, I could do like that. I'll do it like this. But your thumb needs to be pointed up. So we're not going to go straight forward, and we're not going to go straight out to the side. We're going to go diagonal. Okay, so it would be like you're making a V, like this. So it's not forward, and it's not side, but it's right diagonal. And thumb needs to be pointed up, guys. Thumb up. Some people used to do some thumb down exercises. I don't recommend that, and there's other professionals I know that don't recommend that either. So I like to stick with this one. You can do both at the same time. If you have weights, you can do both like this. That's what I have some of my clients do in classes. Sometimes we do this with weights. Okay, so you can do yours with weights and tubing also. It's good to have that variety. Okay, is this helpful? Let me know if you guys have some comments or questions. Thumb is pointed up. All right, I'm going to do a few more. 4, 3, down slow and controlled. Thumb is up. 2, 1. Good. Okay, so feeling that right in here. Strengthening. Now, all right, so hey, thanks for jumping on, guys. I appreciate it. We're doing shoulder rehab, prehab exercises. So now this would be front, this would be side, and so now I'm going diagonal. Thumb is up. And always make sure that you are standing straight. So, you're not doing all the, just stand straight, keep the core tight. Your arm is straight. Elbow is not really bent. Thumb is up. And let me know if you guys have tried these, or if you are currently experiencing a shoulder issue, let me know. Okay, so pretty straightforward here. Thumb up. I'll do 4 more on this side. So you could just do, 10 or 20 on each side, and then do like a second set right away. Just depends. And you want a band that's, not too heavy. Like I wouldn't use my tightest band right now. So, because the rotator cuff muscles are, like I said, typically weaker, and we're really wanting to isolate. Okay, so that was it. Now, the next one, I'm going to go back to, I'm going to stay on this side, and I'm going to anchor down. I'm going to anchor down with one foot, or both feet. I'm going to anchor down again with both feet, and I'm going to grab in the opposite hand. So see how I'm anchored down with my, with my right, but your left as you're looking, and then I've got my band in the opposite hand. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. Okay, let me step out a little bit more, make it a little tighter. Pull back. So let me turn this way so you can see. So it's like this. You don't have to rotate with it. It's just right here. Okay, so see how I'm pulling across and then open up. Let me turn back this way. And you can make it tighter by stepping in on it more or looser. 2, 3. That's a little tight. 4. Now I don't have it wide enough. There we go. 5. So you want it to be coming, you know, you don't want it to be coming straight up and then, you know, you can, but whatever. Yeah, that's fine. As long as you're doing that like a backhand, you know, backhand, because that's the direction that we're going a lot of time. What about a tennis? You know, you're playing tennis and all of a sudden you strain your shoulder. It doesn't have to be a tear in the rotator cuff. It could just be like a strain. Okay, because those are muscles too. And all right, let's get 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Ooh, that one got tight. Okay, so hey, Linda, how you doing? So this is thanks for joining in. I'm going to do a stretch for that rotator cuff since I just did the strengthening. I'm showing stretches and rehab strengthening exercises using a band and weights or no weights for the rotator cuff. And we use the rotator cuffs all the time. So the rotator cuffs help keep this joint stable, right? So a lot of people have had rotator cuff surgery. A lot of times you'll hear people say rotator cuff. It's cuff, rotator cuff muscles. So there's 4 little muscles. And so this one I'm just stretching. So that's a good stretch. So I'm showing strengthening exercises. So I recommend, hey there, I recommend everybody do these. Now let's do the other, did I do the other side? No. So let's do the other side. So I'm going to stand here and then pull across, okay? I'll show a couple more too. So there's several. What I recommend you do is pick a handful if you need this therapy, which a lot of people do, and go ahead and get started. If you don't think you need it, it's good to just do some of them, okay? So again, for prehab, so preventative. Linda, let me know how you're doing today. And anybody else who wants to say hey, let me know where you're coming in from. You can put comments in the chat, especially on HAPS, guys. I love how HAPS, you can type in hi from wherever you're here from. If you don't, I don't know you're here. So, and if you guys are not on HAPS, make sure to click the link in the bio over on Periscope. Also, I think I have the link over on Instagram. Download the app. Let's get connected. All right, one more. Now, hey from Fairfax. Hey, Mike. So the next one I'm going to show you. So I've shown you these before. Actually, I was doing this one the other day. This external rotation where you have the band attached like to the door and you're doing this one. That's another one. I'm not going to show that one again right now because I've done that a lot. That's one of the most common ones that people know about. So the next one we are going to do, though, is one similar that's on the floor. So I'm trying to find kind of a towel. Let's see. So it's best if you have like, this is a rag, but it's best if you have some kind of like a little hand towel and you can roll it up. You're going to take your weight or your can of beans, lightweight, and you are going to come down onto your side and you're going to put your, I'm going to try to go ahead and do the 3 pound. So you're going to put the rag right here near the elbow. It kind of makes the arm sit in the right place in alignment with the shoulder. And then you're going to do this external rotation right here. And you can see if I turn this way, you can see that's the range of motion. And some people may only come to here, and some people may be able to get a really good full range of motion, but you don't want to go way back. If you're lifting your elbow and going way back, that's like defeating the whole purpose. So you really want to keep that elbow on the towel. Keep it on the towel, and then just go here and then up with the range of motion. So this is already getting hard because it's a 3 pound. So what I'm going to do, so if you're trying to do your regular weights and do this one, you really want to drop down. And like I said, the standing one is good too. And then right now I'm going to drop the weight and I'm going to keep going. So look, even with the hand, and if you're not able to get on the floor, you can lie on the side of your bed or couch or something and do this. Okay, and really just go, I could probably do a few more. I'm going to stop with this one. Maybe if I'd use that 1 pound. But just go, go to fatigue or count out your reps, 20 reps. All right, and let's go to the other side. See how long we've been. Okay, 30 minutes. I'm going to be getting off pretty soon. I'm going to show you a couple other things for flexibility with this area right before I go. So let's get this other side out of the way. Here. And then so these are kind of exercises that just take a little patience. I mean, you feel, it's like, you feel like, oh, I want to be burning calories and, really moving and get my heart rate up. And here I am on the floor doing these little exercises. But if you add them in here and there at the end of your workouts, that's a good time to make sure you get it in. So 3 pounds getting heavy on this side too. Let's go a few more. 4, 3, 2. Oh my goodness, really getting hard on this last one. 1. Very good. All right. So now the last. Let's see. Let's do one last exercise, and this one, I'm going to turn the cameras a little bit this way because I'm going to show you how I can do this right at the couch. I guess I'll just go like that. So you could do a countertop if you had a countertop, but this is a good height. So it's a good height. So a countertop is good, but for the purpose of this broadcast, I'll do it right here. So what you do is you're going to take your hand and kind of, you could put it in a fist if it's like the couch like I'm doing, or just like this. And you're going to get your shoulder kind of where you feel like it's, you're not like this. So you just kind of get it like in a neutral alignment, and you're going to push down into the table or the couch or whatever it is. And then you're going to try to take some steps back and keep pushing down with the palm as you go through the range of motion, and see how far you can go into the range of motion and not have pain, and then come back up. So see, I'm walking up. This is like an isometric exercise, and you'll be able to feel kind of it's generating tension in all these areas surrounding the shoulder. So now I'm going to push down. I'm pushing down real hard while I'm taking steps back. I'm pushing down as I'm continuing to go through the range of motion. Keep pushing down. Now, if you have pain, you want to stop, okay? But see how far you can go into the range of motion and then come back up. So I can feel it. I can feel that this is working, and I can feel that muscle and the isometric contraction. So let's go again. So standing up straight, I'm pushing down. You could, and again, I could go into a fist where I'm just pushing down, push down, keep pushing down, and then go all the way. See how far you can go back. A little bit awkward here with the wrist though, so probably best to stay on the palm, depending on the range of motion. Keep pushing down, even here, push down. because your joint range of motion is only as strong at the angle at which you're working it and using it. So if I'm strong at this angle, but I'm not strong here, then, you know, I can work on that and get strong through these different ranges of motion right here. Okay, so then you would turn around. I'm not going to do the other side, but you would do, just because of the view, but you could do the other side by pushing down, and then you're walking through that range of motion where you are letting, well, actually, it'd be good to do it this way. So you'll be able to see. So here, I'm pushing down, and then I'm going to start walking back and keep pushing down. So you can see how I'm taking these steps back. And then you can see, so right here, see, I can feel the tension. I'm pushing down into the couch, and now I'm going to walk back up again. Okay, and then push down, generate tension, isometric tension, pushing down. Try to walk back, you know, and you may go back to about right here, or you may go to about right here. But you walk back as far as you can, pushing tension with no pain. Now see, this could get real unstable right there, and then you walk back up. Okay, let's do one more. Yeah, that last bit of range of motion, I can tell this will be real beneficial. And then push, 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 push. Oh, right there. Oh my goodness, that's about it. Wow. And then step back up. And keep putting pressure. The thing is, you got to keep thinking about applying pressure down the whole time that you're doing that. Okay? So I hope this was helpful, guys. Thanks for doing this with me. Let's do a couple little stretches real quick. One stretch in particular, and then the other one I've already done, but then I've got to jump off. It's 37 minutes. 37 minutes of your time. I appreciate you if you're still here. So open up, guys. Bring the arm across, but instead of stretching the shoulder right here, let's take the hand right here. Hey, Jeff. And then put it above the wrist and then pull back. Now, thanks for the award and donation, Jeff. I appreciate it so much. I'm glad this is helpful. So you don't want to rotate with it. So what you're trying to do by not grabbing right here at the above the elbow and stretching is this is allowing the shoulder area to kind of open a little bit more and stretch. So I'll show you from this direction. So it's not with the elbow bent. It's kind of a little bit lower even because you've got the arm straighter. The arm is straighter here. Okay, and so then the other side would be just come, like bring it across and then go right above the wrist and pull back and kind of bring the shoulder down and open up in the shoulder. So let's see what you said. Looking good. Yeah, you have a great day too. I hope this was helpful. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you. And open and close. I hope you'll go back and do these. Guys, give me a hashtag replay if you go back and do these exercises with me, and let me know how they go for you. I would love to know. If there is anything you need help with regarding health, fitness, wellness, nutrition, hopefully I can help you. So let's get connected. Please subscribe over on Habs and, of course, other social media. Let's get connected. I'll see you later. Have a great Friday.